Me, 24F, with my husband, 25, cheated before wedding and during pregnancy, contemplating divorce. My husband and I were married in 2015. I got pregnant the same year and had my son in March of 2016. We have been married for almost 2 years. During the end of my pregnancy, I had discovered the emotional affair my husband was having. I love yous were exchanged via text along with other inappropriate conversations. He had recently come back from deployment and I had felt something was really off during his time deployed. Trusted my gut and went through his phone. That's when I discovered the affair he was having, and with a woman he had never supposedly met. They were Tumblr friends. I get curious and search through old phone records. He had been messaging this woman throughout our whole first year of dating, a week after our wedding, and throughout our whole first year of marriage. A few months pass and I'm trying to move past it. I'm fixing to deliver his baby, so I try to move on. We have our son and everything is wonderful. A few months pass and the army is getting ready to send us to our next post. We got our orders to Europe. That same gut feeling sets in and I ask that he tells me everything. Turns out he had slept with another woman before he asked me to marry him. The ring was tucked away in the same room while he had romance with a so-called friend that had just left her husband. The truth finally comes out that he wasn't ready to get married and that he didn't truly love me the way I loved him. He admitted to never writing wedding vows because he knew they were a lie. Talk about a low blow. For the past year or so, I had been holding this all in and dealing with the pain by myself. I'm a tough woman and I like to handle my own poop. I had a son to raise, so my issues fell to the wayside. I ended up gaining 20 pounds and letting myself go due to the sadness. I finally decided to let it out. I told friends and family and forced him to tell his family. We are in couple and individual counseling, getting the help we needed a long time ago. He claims that from his mistakes he has discovered just how much he truly loves me and that he couldn't imagine spending the rest of his life without me. I've noticed the changes in him, but I'm not sure that we could ever truly recover from this. His actions have changed me. I'm not the same woman I was. I've learned to put myself first. I go to the gym every day. I'm back in school and getting ready to graduate with my BS in accounting. I have completely turned around our financial situation by paying down our debt and making sacrifices. But tonight was the fight of all fights. We have been planning a trip to London/Dublin for 7 months. I thought it's what we both wanted. My plan was to take our tax refund, pay off all of our remaining debt, set aside money to take the trip, and put the rest towards our savings account. He's been wanting this $400 GPS watch and I simply told him, watch your trip. We can't financially do both. That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I told him I was done fighting and his response was to tell my mom to buy me a one-way ticket home. I feel like I'm here fighting for our future, setting us up financially, and preparing for when we leave the army. He complains about never getting to buy the things he wants, when all he wants is to live above our means. I just need unbiased opinions. Am I trying to make something work that will never work? Have I been too forgiving? I know I deserve better, but I'm tired of hoping that he will turn into the man I deserve, the man I can count on to take care of us, the man I can trust not to cheat. Too long, didn't read, husband has history of cheating and hasn't grown up, when is it time to throw in the towel?
Hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out, thanks.
The person you thought you married doesn't exist, unfortunately you found out after the wedding. He was having an affair basically the entire time you guys were together. I don't see how anyone could forgive that. You should respect yourself and move on. I, 25F, discovered today that my BF, 30M, cheated on me and I'm scheduled to go on a trip with his entire friend group in a few weeks. After the ball dropped, I Ubered back to my boyfriend's place and found out from his, 30M, roommate, 30M, that he told him we were open and has taken full advantage of that status over our last few months of dating in our 1.5-year relationship, at least one time in their own home with the roommate present and I'm assuming more outside of the house. I travel a lot for work and we've had trust issues, so this is unsurprising but extremely validating of the many hours I spent in the mentally draining cycle of suspicion/guilt. Ironically, I always told him that I'd be fine with an open relationship, as long as we communicated, but he didn't seem to like the idea. He likes to spin tall tales, is extremely insecure, and has been accused of cheating in past relationships. I told Rumi, 30M, that I would not list him as my source because they go way back, and I appreciate him telling me. The friend also was a little odd in his delivery and touched my knee while telling me and alluded to us being together in a very vague sense. Despite this creepy behavior, I trust him and what he told me because we've always looked out for each other when it came to my boyfriend. We're both self-hating empaths and tend to get caught up in situations like the one I'm describing. I'm scheduled to go on a 12-person vacation to New Orleans for 5 days, all 12 people being his friend group who we also celebrated Nye with. While I get along with everyone well, I only have one person's number, a non-organizer of the trip. BF purchased the tickets and I already Venmo'd him for mine and have yet to Venmo more for the lodging. I need advice as to next steps, because last night when he returned home, I was shaking hard, silly/high, and having a mental flood of relief/disappointment from the news to even move or speak. Too long, didn't read, my boyfriend cheated on me, as verified by his roommate. I need advice on how to back out of the now awkward vacation with him without listing roommate as my source. Even if the roommate is lying, you said yourself you're not happy with your boyfriend and you see him as capable of cheating on you. That's enough reason to break up with him. You don't have to wait for him to cheat on you, or for proof, in order to break up. Just break up. The roommate is sketchy too. I think you need to remove this entire group of people from your lives. They're bad news. Tell them a white lie that you can no longer go on the trip, cite work or family issues if they ask. Try to get your money back, from the group or from the companies you pay directly, or sell your tickets to other people or whatever. While they're on the trip, ghost them all, block them and never look back. Don't go. This money for the trip is money I would be prepared to lose to not have to deal with him anymore. I'm not sure this needs a whole blow-up conversation either. I perhaps am super harsh, but you've been cycling guilt and suspicion because he made you doubt your instincts. He'll be able to talk his way back into staying together, so maybe just remove yourself entirely and say you just can't live with the cycle anymore, and whether it's true or not, you're out. Block, delete, move on. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm cutting him off of all forms of contact. I get why you would tend to believe the friend, but it could also be the case that your relationship is being sabotaged. The creepy behavior gives me liar vibes, to be honest. Are you sure this guy is not trying to get you to dump him so he can grab his chance? I'm not saying your BF didn't cheat or wasn't trustworthy in the past, just that a guy being creepy would automatically make me not trust his motives. I trust that his information is correct, even if his reason for telling it is self-serving. His account of the timing, circumstance, and person he cheated would all confirm specific suspicions I had with my BF at the time.